There we go.
The deafening scream can mean only one thing.
New York in the building. New York in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, but rev your damn engines at the same damn time. We're about to make it bust.
Okay, stand up, Chevy gang and Mopar. Stand up, if your foreign goes hard. Stand up, Chevy gang and Mopar. Stand up, if your foreign goes hard. Rock with New York in your city, New York in your city, New York in your city. Hell yeah, he bout them rivers. Rock with New York in your city, New York in your city, New York in your city. Hell yeah, he bout them ribs. Yeah. Stand up, Chevy gang and Mopar. Stand up, if your foreign goes hard. Stand up, Chevy gang and Mopar. Stand up, if your foreign goes hard.
We got New York in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my boy New York, man.
Appreciate you, New York. I appreciate New York for always supporting
Your live podcast, check me out Monday through Friday and every other Saturday. I put out live on all your favorite YouTubers. We go back to talk about what they're doing. It's a laid-back atmosphere. You can have a drink, you can smoke a split, you can do whatever.
Known for the whole YouTube community, man, showing love to everybody in a major way. A lot of y'all be faking, man, but New York do that shit for real.
Tell them.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell them.
It ain't no other New York out here. You know
No.
It ain't no other New York out here.
New York in your city, New York in your city, New York in your city.
We recording or is it live right now?
Watch the live, man. Subscribe to everybody's channel, man. Hit the notification bell.
Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy New York, man.
What up, everybody? What up? Welcome to New York City Live Podcast. I am him, he is me, and I am him all day long. The real New York. What is happening? What's happening? Come on in. Have a seat. Everybody have a seat. Get your popcorn, get your drinks, get your food, whatever it is. Put the kids down, put them to bed so you can hear what's going to go down for the day, because today is going to be very educational. We're going to have fun, but at the same time, we're going to get some knowledge today. It's a little different today than most podcasts that I normally do. Today, we still going to have fun. We still got the Help Me Help You segment, but it's going to be very educational today. So shout out to everybody that's up in here. I see everybody up in here. And shout out to folks watching the replay. Welcome to New York City Live Podcast. Everyone's please smash the like button. As soon as y'all get in here, please smash the like button. Come right out of the chat. Hit the like button. That way we can let people know we live up in here. Let everybody know we live up in here. And before I even get started, I want to definitely say this. Salute to my dog KJ. If y'all don't know, my dog KJ's in the Navy and he's stationed. I don't know where he's at right now, but he's stationed somewhere out here doing the thing for our country. Salute to you, bro. Salute. And also for a lot of people that don't know, due to KJ is the reason why my guest you get to see that's on here. Because KJ told me about him a long time ago, and I said, I came across this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And KJ's like, yeah, there's one person you need to have on. I said, we're going to make that happen. Hey, and we finally made it happen. So KJ, this is for you today, bro. I know you'd be happy to see this one. So let's go ahead and start shouting out everybody up in the chat, man. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully everybody has had a great day today. And I already see something green just pop up real quick. Hold up. Yep, I saw it pop up. It's all the way down to the bottom. But shout out to Robel with the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Said major salute New York, $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Hit that button one time.
New York in your city, New York in your city.
Man, definitely appreciate that, Robel. Definitely appreciate that. Always goes to a good cause. And I will say this, somebody had messaged me and said, hey, New York, do we have to send super chats? No, it's just good to send because somebody didn't know exactly about it, but I know most everybody here know about what super chats do. I mean, it basically helps keep this channel going. It really does. It really helps to keep it going. I know before I was like, hey, I'm buying my kids some socks, I'm buying them some shoes. Hey, thanks to y'all, I was able to go get them some socks and shoes. Now next, college education. That's what it's going to go to. Go to further net education. So let's go ahead and shout out everybody up in here. Shout out to my dog Brian Lynn Games up in the building, man. He was up in here early and he just kept shouting out, kept counting down. I know he was just ready to go. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. I see that. Shout out to Mr. Fluffy. Also, happy birthday, Mr. Fluffy, today. Salute, bro. Happy birthday. Salute, salute. See, you thought I didn't know it was your birthday today. I saw it in the other live. There's your birthday today. And also, shout out to Traveling Toy. Today's her birthday, too. Shout out to her. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Man, it's a wonderful thing to see another birthday. Yeah, definitely is a wonderful thing. Appreciate that, bro. Um, shout out to my dog. He just jumped up in here. My dog L Boogie just jumped up in here. What up, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's happening? He said, Neil, finally catch you live, man. Instead of watching the replays, man. I'm park my truck. Y'all know he a truck driver. Man, appreciate you rolling on through. Man, shout out to my dog Evapors. Y'all see, he's a tap in. It's on. The goats in the house. And like I said, we're gonna go through and answer a lot of questions that came through. Okay, they got the rest of my IG stuff coming through. We're gonna have a lot of stuff coming through, and I see more super chats coming through. I'm gonna hit them in a minute as they come, as I come up to them. Shout out to Hothead in the building. I see you, bro. I see you. What is up? What is up? Hothead in the building. Hold up. Dizzy gang up in the building. Dizzy Chevy gang up in the building. What's happening? Y'all know Dizzy will be on the live podcast. Come here soon. Shout out to Jeep Girl Unlimited. She said, you know what it is. Heck yeah, we all know what it is, Jeep Girl. Shout out to Jeep Girl Unlimited. If y'all know, she will be back on the podcast too, because now she's done a lot of things to the Jeep. We don't talk about that. So Jeep Girl Unlimited, get ready. I'll be hitting you up to come on back. Come on back. Come on back. I just want to wait till you's all the way done with everything. Like you still add more stuff to it. Like I said, Brian Lynn, good God, you done hit this thing I don't know how many times. Shout out to my girl Sash Too Smooth in the building. Hey, y'all, what's happening? What's happening? Y'all don't know. Y'all voted. Y'all asked for it. She's part of Ladies' Night now. So Ladies' Night is tomorrow. I know somebody's going to ask me, when's Ladies' Night? Ladies' Night is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. We got some great topics we're going to talk about tomorrow. So y'all definitely stay tuned. Keep going. Keep going. God dang, bro. How many times did you type that in? My homegirl Thrice up in the building. If y'all don't know, that's my homegirl right there. She does a daggone thing, and she does lives too. Shout out to Thrice in the building. Thank you, love, for sharing that out, because I already know you shared it out already. I ain't even got to ask. I already know you did. Hold on. Shout out to my dog. Let's Two Guns up in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? What's happening? Yes, don't forget to smash the like button. Please do not forget to smash the like button. And the Really Rails is up in the building. I'm in here like swimwear, man, bro. I see you. Hey, bro, I need to hit you up to cut on the podcast too. I ain't forgot about you on my list. I'm just going down the list. I'm just going down the order. I wrote down names, but you on that list to come on. So definitely hit me up so we can go and get you scheduled on in. Shout out to my dog James in the building all the way from Haiti. What's happening? What's happening? Hopefully you're doing well out there, especially with these storms that are rolling through. I'm just glad you're here every day, checking it out every day. I'm so glad you're here every day. And also, shout out to my dog Rubik's 3 up in the building. Appreciate you rolling on through out of the Carolinas. He's up in the building. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Shout out to my dog Grind Mode up in the building. Grind Mode, I think I just saw you put up a super chat real quick. I'm still trying to get to it. I'm still going down the list. I'm trying to get to it. I'm trying to get to it. There's so many people up in here. I'm trying to get it to it. Well, swap the stuff in the building. I see you. I see you. What up? What up? What up? My dog Robel up in the building. And bad little man up in the building, y'all. Y'all don't know that's one of the baddest men out here riding on them things. And shout out to Robel. Yes, sir, Robel. I definitely appreciate that. Once again, I definitely appreciate that. Dang, they all just went away real quick. I'm just going to hit the button one time. But shout out to hold up. He said $5 to the track fund. Okay, track hawk fund. Okay. See, I see y'all want me in the track hawk. I see that's what it is. Shout out to you and shout out to the guest for the night with the $24.99 super chat. And also shout out to Grand Mode, because I seen the super chat come through and then it just disappeared all of a sudden. So you know I'm gonna hit that button.
New York in your city. 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 New York in your city.
Man, I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Appreciate y'all sending the super chats. I was trying to hurry up and get to them. It's like they came and they just disappeared real quick. But I saw the spam the super chat. Man, yeah, spam the super chat. Why not? Why not spam it? What up, Simply Beth up in the building? I see you up in the building. Also, my dog TK's up in the building. Okay, here they go. They finally showed back up. Shout out to Grandma, like I said, for $4.99 super chat, bro. I definitely appreciate you. Salute Detroit up in the building. Shout out to my guest for the night with the $24.99 super chat. Man, Evapors, boy, I swear. We ain't even get started yet, man. Already blessings already, bro. I definitely appreciate it. Let me keep going. Yes, Sash Too Smooth. What's good? Oh, Rusto and Rebuilds up in the building. I'm lurking, man. I'm glad you lurking. I'm glad you up in here. Make sure I ain't miss anybody else. I'll make sure I ain't miss nobody. What up, Ray? Ray's up in the building. I don't know what TK's sipping on. He's sipping on something up in there. I know he is. I know he's sitting back having a good time, sipping on something. The mailman up in the building. What's happening? Mailman 392. If y'all want to catch that podcast with me and him, he was on last Thursday. You definitely can catch that. He's definitely sitting up here. Man, you can't miss it. Shout out to my dog TK with his $10 super chat. Major salute, bro. Major salute. Let's go with these super chats. Man, appreciate it. Hit that button one more time.
New York in your city, New York in your city, New York in your city.
Man, I definitely appreciate y'all with the super chats. That's what helps get these channels going. Hold on. Put that back up there. We want to see you win, New York. Man, that's what I want to see everybody. You want to see me win? I want to see you win. See everybody win. As a matter of fact, y'all know I do put up during the commercial break. I do put it up about what Sauce Too Smooth doing. So stay tuned. I will put that up here in a minute. Shout out to Dimitri in the building. What's happening? Shout out to Whit. If y'all don't know, Whit be sending me some of the craziest stuff that ends up making it to the Help You Not segment. So shout out to him for doing that. Because I was like, yo, where you finding this at? I mean, between Whit and everybody else, they be sending me certain stuff, and then stuff I come across, I make sure I put it up there. So without further ado, I don't want to hold my guest up, but before I bring him on, let me make sure I put up. Come on. There you go. Come on up. Let me make sure I put this up, put the announcements up. Zoop. Here we go. Blow that on up. Shout out to my dog, Don't Ride or Die. Man, he got the Shotgun series coming soon, the Riding Shotgun series coming soon. Y'all definitely stay tuned. Subscribe to my man. If y'all don't know, Don't Ride or Die is running the show. Definitely subscribe to him. That's my dog. And he has this whole series coming up. Man, if you're into the dunk game, like I'm into it, or just in the cars, period, because that's what you're here for. You're in the cars, period. Go check him out. And no, he's not paying me to do it. He's just a good friend of mine. And I want to see him win just like he wants to see me win. So I put him up here. So definitely shout out to him and salute. Go check him out. Next slide. Shout out to my girl. I told you I was going to put it up here. Shout out to my girl, Sauce Too Smooth with Smooth Moves Auto and Diesel LLC. She jumped out, started her own business. Salute to you, love. I love that she has done that. And she does everything. And now she does everything within the 305 area. She travels. Because I done seen her travel to Atlanta to go do something. I done seen her travel to here and there. Hey, she's out here doing some great things. So salute to her. Man, she does tune-ups, code reading, brake pads, rotors, oil change, suspension, and more. And she's adding more to the list as she goes on. I know me and her talked about that. We're going to talk about it again tomorrow, too, because the thing about it is women out here winning, y'all. They out here doing a daggone thing, and I support them to the fullest. So salute to you, Sasha. Make sure I'll put that up there. Also, next thing I want to put up here, because people have asked me a question about this. Yes, New York will be in Chicago next week, which is Labor Day weekend, for Stunner Jam 2K20 at Washington Park, the pull-up and park. It got moved from the location it was at to another location, and it is going down. When I say it's going down Sunday, September 6th. Now, for those that want to enter their vehicles in, please look at the flyer. The flyer says it's $10 to enter your vehicle in. You must, and I mean you must, pay by Cash App before, because they're not taking money on the spot. In order to get your car in, you can show it with your car, but if you ain't paid the $10 to get it in ahead of time through via Cash App, which you see it right there, $, the #1 Stunner Reese. Yes, $1 Stunner Reese. In order to get in, then you're just gonna be sitting there and you ain't gonna get one of the trophies or any of the prizes that he's giving out. And I will be there on the scene, and I will be conducting interviews here and there with a few people. I don't know if I'm gonna do them live, because it depends on how the signal is there. I may just record them and just put them together, put a few little samples together and premiere them. And then when I premiere them, I'll be right there to answer any question anybody got. But I'm going to make sure to answer a lot of questions. You're going to get to see a little bit of everybody, even people that have already been on the show. Because somebody said, me need to add Playboy G to the show. Playboy G has been on the show. He was one of my very first guests out of the top 10 that came on the show when I first started. But if I catch him there, y'all know I'm going to chop it up with him and talk with him and see what he got going on, because he has started a whole new. When I say whole new. Because he rebuilt everything with the engine. It's stronger, and he's in tune with it. He's out there moving. And Turbo Joe got a new setup. I'm just going to catch that and talk about that. So, wanted to make sure I put that out there so y'all would know what's going on. I'm going to start making sure I put everything out there, especially when people want to know where I'm at, where I'm going, and who got this going on, who got that going on. So, I'm just going to make sure. Oh, Sauce Too Smooth, you ain't got to thank me. Salute to you. We out here supporting one another. I want to see you win as well. I want to see you win. Yeah. Sasha out here doing the daggone thing. Oh, my dog Mac dies up in the building. He said, that's dope. What's happening, bro? What's happening? I know I've been catching the replay of your lives. I ain't been able to catch them straight on live because YouTube was, I don't want to say it, but YT was kind of tripping for sending me the notifications, and I wasn't getting them. I just happened to catch that you was on. So I was like, oh, man. But I'm glad to see you on, bro. Salute. Keep doing your thing. It's a good information, bro. Man, I try to put all information I can. That's what I try to do. Try to put it out all I can. But y'all, without further ado, y'all get ready. Banner where you at. There go banner. Other banner where you at. Y'all coming to the stage. The GOAT himself, Mr. Evapors in the building. Let's go. What it do? What it do? Oh, hold on. Zoop. There we go. What it do, Evapors?
Hey, you already know, man. It's your main man, Evapors, back on live with my main man, New York in the city, baby.
Yes, bro. Salute. First of all, I gotta say this. This was a long time in the making. You finally coming on. Salute to you, bro. And also want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to come through. Man, I know I briefed you on a lot of questions that already came through, but I will say this. Hold up. Shout out to Robel with the $10 super chat. Dang, how did I miss that? It just popped back up. Man, appreciate that. Hit that button one time.
New York in your city, New York in your city.
What up? Appreciate that, Robel. I definitely appreciate that. Salute. Also, Vape, appreciate you with the $24.99 super chat. Definitely appreciate that.
Hey, man, I seen other people doing super chats, man. I said, let me follow the crowd, man. Seemed like a good idea to get to the track hawk, baby.
Man, you know what? What up, Whip Concy? I see you in the building. Everybody keeps saying, yo, get a track hawk. Yo, no. Get a Hellcat. No, get a Scat Pack. Get this. I'm like, y'all keep donating. I might get both. I might just get both.
We would love to see that. Whatever you.
And I got something happening. Oh, shout out to the birthday girl up in the building. Toy, you right on time. I just wish you happy birthday. I'm wish it to you again. Shout out to Traveling Toy. Today is her birthday. Hold on. Hit the button one time. This for you and Mr. Fluffy, because today is Mr. Fluffy's birthday too. So hit it again. Y'all make sure y'all tell her happy birthday and tell Mr. Fluffy happy birthday. They're celebrating their birthday with your boy up in here today. Yeah. Definitely appreciate that. Hold on. Bad little man said, "What's up, E-Brace?" What? Dude, no. I'm sorry. The other comment just came up. No, tomorrow's. I knew somebody was gonna do it. Tomorrow's ladies' night, bro. Tomorrow. Today's Wednesday. It might be Thursday where you are, but Thursday in the U.S. Thursday.
Hey, when it comes to the ladies, man, sometimes you can't wait. You want it right now. Hey, I'm trying to see them right now.
Man, and shout out to dude that just came in and saying that he's all the way in the UK. He was like, "Yo, it's Thursday." I'm like, "No, U.S. Thursday." It's Thursday. Yeah, U.S. Thursday. I guess I'm gonna have to start putting that on a U.S. Thursday. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Yeah, y'all please shout her and Mr. Fluffy out happy birthday. Please do. They chilling with us for their birthday. Hold on. Right now. What's right now? Zombie One said right now. I don't even know what he mean by right now. Oh shoot, really real. So what's good, my boy, brother? Evapors in the building. Yeah, he's stunning on him with the shades. He's stunning on him. Hey, Vapors. I will say this. This is one of the interviews I didn't even know where to start. Normally, I know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start. It's so many ways I could start, but I want to start all the way from the beginning to give people a highlight for people that don't know. Everybody, people that's in it, people watching the replay, and people watching the replay after the replay to get what's going on. Because I know some people probably gonna watch it twice, so they don't miss anything. Let folks know who you are and why they call you the GOAT. Because that was the number one question that people ask. Why does he call himself the GOAT?
Yeah. Hey, well, first of all, I'm Evapors, man. And I'm gonna break down my name first. E is for Eric. That's my natural born given name. And shout out to my little brother, my blood brother, Rail, that's in the chat. And Vapors, y'all remember Biz Markie had a song. Some of y'all might remember Biz Markie had a song called The Vapors. And the Vapors are pretty much when you're down and out, you're poor, nobody wants to rock with you, and then you get on your grind and you get on your hustle. And you start making your money and making better decisions, and then you up. And now those people that treated you like a wet food stamp, as he said in the song, they caught the vapors.
Yes.
Yeah, so they caught the vapors. So when I got my first, I had a '96 Mitsubishi Eclipse. I had some rough times when I was in the military, not knowing how to spend my money. And I finally came up and got that Fast and Furious Eclipse. And I had E-Vapors on the license tag. And that became a nickname at the time, and it all just kind of fit together, man. E-Vapors. That's kind of the beginning of who I am. 20 years in the military.
Salute to you for that, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Navy guy, man. And in the last 5 years, I've been working for the Army, and as a federal government employee. And I literally 3 weeks ago quit my job. To do my own thing, to do my YouTube full time, to teach my daughter. I have 2 daughters that I'm proud to be at home with every day and invest in them. So I quit my job, making almost $100,000 on that job, And I made a decision to walk away from 100K because I believe I can 10x that 100K by doing certain financial principles and investing in my family.
Man, please tell people about that, because a lot of people are like, wow, you walk away from 100K. Yeah, he walked away from 100K to invest in himself to say, you know what, I can make that same thing and do this and do that. Because for y'all, I'm one of those that did the same thing. I said, you know what, I'm gonna walk away from this and this to go start my own, because I already know I can do this and do that on my own. And yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there doing it. Shout out to my girl Sasha Too Smooth. I know she's the same way. She walked away from hers to start her own. And yeah, it's scary at first, but at the same time, you believing in yourself. You know, hey, I can do this and have more flexibility. And yeah, you're not working a regular 9 to 5. You might be putting extra work around the time, but it's something you calling your own. You're like, yo, this is my own business, my own thing.
Now, those are facts, man. And is it scary? Is it full of anxiety? Absolutely. But what I found, you know, my last year or two, I was going through anxiety and stress making 100K. And I'm like, is it worth that? You know, to go through that? I say no. And it's all these different entrepreneurial things that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And now I'm actually going to be able to do those things. But the number one thing is my 2 daughters that I'm able to spend time with every day and invest in them. And they can see what a man looks like. They can see what a father looks like. They can see what a husband of 15 years look like. You know, they don't have to watch a TV or get a role model down the street. They got one every day right in their house. And I'm their number one role model, not a celebrity, not none of that. So
Right.
I feel sorry in a way for the young dudes, you know, about 12, 13 years from now that try to knock on the door, ring the doorbell, because they're gonna be up on the whole game. Sorry, brother.
Well, you know what? Hey, you teaching them right. Ray said, I got a doctor daughter in the neighbor right now. Oh, man, salute to you for that, Ray. Salute to your daughter out there serving. Man, Robel said, are you on Facebook? Robel, all his information to get in contact with him, see everything is in the description. His IG and his YouTube is in there, and he's doing great things. And you know what I just realized? Evapors, I'm still running it. Your list still running. I was like, wow, it's still running.
Man,
yeah, you asked me that one time, and it's still sitting up here running.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Every bit counts, man. All the support counts, man. Any YouTubers out there, y'all understand any support. Anytime somebody watches one video, anytime somebody watches your playlist on repeat. I learned that from my boy KJ. Shout out to KJ out there doing his thing, man.
Yes, salute to KJ.
You know, and we just a small group of folk that's supporting each other, watching each other's playlists, commenting on videos. Even when we're busy, we might just drop a comment on a video, come back later and watch it. Or even if you can't watch it, you know, you just drop a comment and a thumbs up and a like. That's going to help that algorithm, man, and it's going to support. Because a lot of people look for support sometimes right from their family, and the people that are closest to you generally are the ones that aren't going to push you and support you. And for you to become a millionaire one day, for you to be 100,000 one day, it's going to come from people outside of your immediate circle. So if you selling products or you got a business, don't get excited because your family and friends buy 1 or 2 products, or don't get upset if they don't buy anything at all. You need to reach the 100,000 to million customers that are out there that don't know you yet. You know what I mean? You got to go out and get it, brother, sister. You got to go out there and get it.
Yeah, you definitely do. And I'm with you on that. I remember when I first started, I started way back in high school with several different business ventures. And I remember I was 16. I was like, oh, man, I had a body shop. I said, man, me and this guy had a body shop together, painted. And I was like, oh, man, we made our first deal, blah, 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 blah. But he was like, man, you should be excited. I said, nah. I said, I'm happy and grateful, but we got more work to do. That's just one car. And we made $550 profit off it. And I was like, this is just one car. We're going to take this and we're going to get supplies. We're going to do this. And we did everything cash, not no bank, not nothing. And it was a guy that taught me how to paint cars. And we started our own thing. And my dad watched it. He was like, yo, y'all just starting a whole little thing behind the mechanic shop. Yeah, we're doing our own thing. And it just blossomed from that. And it went from blossoming to booming to the point where I was ended up getting contracts with dealerships and other places. And we were really making some money. I mean, some good money. And to the point I was like, okay, now I'm starting to see some stuff. Now I'm going to put a smile on my face. I was like, about damn time, right? Smile. I said, because look, I didn't want to get, what's the word I want to use? I didn't want to just be stuck in one spot. Oh, just happy for this little thing. I'm looking for something further ahead. I didn't want to be stagnant with just one thing. I was looking way ahead. I didn't want to get complacent. That's the word I'm looking for. I didn't want to get complacent with just one thing. I wanted to get further and further ahead. And I was like, this is going to be it. This is what's going to get me to that next level.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And on that whole complacency thing, man, you know, that gets a lot of people, man. And I'll say for myself, you know, being in the military 20 years, I was complacent because we got paid on the 1st and the 15th like clockwork. Then when I retired and started working for the federal government, getting paid that check, the some other checks, and I'm like, I'm good. You know, built a house on the golf course. You know, living good. I had a nice Camaro, dope Camaro, man, some other cars. And I'm like, I'm good. And I said, nah, Eric, you content. You're not good until you can feed the whole neighborhood. Because I have a heart for the homeless community, man. And until I can easily, you know, buy you a house, then I'm nowhere near where I need to be at. Because the more I have, the more I can give. And I found, man, the more I give, and even like stuff like Super Chat, man, I believe in investing in people, man. Why not do a super chat on your channel? Why not do a super chat on somebody else's channel? I don't care what the dollar amount is, $1, $10, $20, $25. It's an investment. And sometimes people need just a little bit of steam. Sometimes people need just one bit of encouragement to keep going. I've talked to somebody that was about to quit. And they said, man, I ran into you at the grocery store, man. And I saw your car, the i8 out there. And I started following you on IG. And I started going down your page, man. And I was looking for something negative. And I couldn't find it. I kept seeing encouragement. And man, it did something to me. And then I'm keeping on going. As a young man, and I actually met him in person, and I rolled up on him. He was pushing carts at Walmart or whatever. And I felt like God wanted me to bless him with some more cash. So I put some more cash. I sent him a cash app, and I knew he was going to school. Man, I said, bro, respect your mom. Your mom's a single parent. Respect her. And take this money, man, and help your moms. I know you out here working. I see you. You out here hustling. You grinding. You reached out to me, and I believe in investing in people, man. And I continually do that, man. Strangers, just when my heart get touched, I'm a giver. I don't think twice about it, because a lot of times we give, but we think twice about it. We got to put rules on our giving. I don't want to give this guy any money because he might go buy a pack of cigarettes. I say this. If you spend a night in 30-degree weather, you might need a cigarette too. So I'm not going to spend time worrying about what he's going to do with the money I give him. It's 32 degrees outside, and God told me to help him and bless him with something. Since I can't take him home with me, I can give him some food or give him some money to go buy something or whatever. But don't put rules on your giving. Always give freely, man.
Yes. And I'm a strong believer of that. For those that saw my live on IG on Saturday, y'all saw me roll up on the bike. This guy roll up on me at the gas station walking. Man, I just need $2 just to add to this for me to get some gas to get home. Now, in my mind, I can say, oh, I know he don't need $2 for, but something just say, you know what, New York, reach and give it to him. I'm like, I've been blessed this week. Here you go. Here go $2, bro. Matter of fact, here go extra $1. Here go $3. Go get you a drink of water. It's get ready to get hot out here. Man, I sure appreciate it. He went to somebody else. And then before I left from there, I didn't get a chance to tell everybody the rest of the story because I got off live. He literally did need that gas. He ended up getting $10. He took that whole $10, put in his tank. And a lady said, hey, I'll give you something to eat. She went inside QT, Quick Trip, for those that don't know, and came up with something to eat and something to drink and gave it to him. Gatorade, some water. He said, thank you. He said, I'm just trying to get back home, and now I got enough gas to get home. I sure thank you. I thank him. He got in there, and when he came back around, he saw me and a bunch of my club brothers and a bunch of other people we riding with sitting there. He said, hey, you right there. You with the New York hat on. You right there. He said, man, appreciate it, man. Because of you, I'm able to get home, see my kids. And he hopped on the interstate and went on home because he had a little hour drive. And I was like, you know what? I said, look, that man really needed that for that. I wish I would have caught that part on film, but I don't do it to catch it on film. It's just people caught it because I was live and saw me give him some money. And I was like, y'all, I don't know what he going to do. He might do this, but something telling me to give it to him. What up, Shorty Reddit building? She said, hey, New York. Hey, what's up, Evapors? What's happening? What's happening?
What
up, Nick? What up, Wick? I know I told you I was going to be a little different day. We still going to talk about the car because somebody said, I heard I-8. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. But at the same time, I wanted y'all to be able to hear his story. And because I've been following it since, shout out to my dog KJ since he turned me on to it. And I've just been following it from the beginning. I was like, you know what? I said, I love it, the motivation, because we need a lot of that out here, especially during these times right now. People are like, oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I just literally told somebody a few weeks ago, I said, you know what? You might need to use this time to reevaluate and really think about what you want to do. Because you worried about this job over here. Now you worry about this over here when you got the skills to go start your own. What do you mean start my own? I said, dude, you're an electrician, right? Yeah. Certified electrician, right? Yeah. You know what they pay here, right? Yeah. I know that's what I'm making. Do you know as a private contractor you can demand more than that money? Yeah, I know, but I don't know how to jump out and do that. I literally walked him through it, how to get his LLC, how to start this, how to get the insurance. I said, you need the same stuff that I use. I said, so I'll turn you on to these people. He jumped out the gate doing stuff on his own, and now same company that he was working for is contracting him. He's finally making 3 times what they was paying him.
Right.
And I'm like, he's like, man, if I wouldn't have talked to you, man, I wouldn't have done it. I've been trying to do this for years. And I'm like, yo, that's it. That's all it took. It took for you to just go ahead and do that, and do it, to just get it going.
Yeah, we get gripped by fear a lot of times, man. And again, I've been there, and I'm glad you used that word earlier, being complacent. You know, I was complacent, you know, making good money, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, if I can make, you know, 5 figures, why can't I make 6 figures? I'm comfortable with high 5 figures, but why not get into 6? But I had to step outside of my comfort zone. You know, I had to put in some early morning grinds. I had to put in some late nights, man. And I remember back in 2011, you know, before Facebook Live, before YouTube Live, I was doing a sports comedy show. I had the idea to do a sports comedy show that was a clean environment, nothing profane, that the whole family could watch. And guess what? You could live chat during the show. This had never been done before. There was no such thing as YouTube Live. There was no such thing as Facebook Live. None of that existed. I had the idea in my head in 2011. So me and my brother did a split screen show for 2 years, every Tuesday night. And I was loading videos on YouTube in 2006. So I go way deep when it comes to technology and all this stuff we're doing right now. But God put that in my heart, man, to have a show that make people laugh, to talk about sports, you know, and to talk about entertainment. And my brother, he's a music producer, Relly Rails. He's a certified.
Relly Rails in the building.
Yeah, he's a certified music producer, man. And he did all the music for the show, you know, did the soundtracks and all that stuff, man. And we provided a place every Tuesday night, man, for people to laugh, to escape the ills of life, man, to escape depression for a minute, to escape the thought of maybe suicide for a minute, to escape those kids crying just for a minute. You know what I mean?
What up, Silverback?
We did that back in 2011, man, and it prepared me for now. So all those late nights and early mornings when we learned how to build a website, when we learned how to do a podcast, when we learned how to do a live show, where we had to put the chat box, we had to put the HTML code on the website and drop it and do all that stuff, man, and use different things. I'm just gonna say things to create a live show while he was in Atlanta and while I was, you know, here in North Carolina, both still on active duty. We did it. And I'm like, well, why are we doing this? And that was, again, 2011. Now, here we are, 2020. I started a YouTube channel a few months ago. And now I already know how to do all that stuff. I know how to edit videos. Wow, now it makes sense. So the mission I'm on now, and I call my channel MCM, and I ain't talking about the bag, and I ain't talking about Man Crush Monday, but I'm a lot of man. I fit that category. It's motivation, cars, and money. So my mission is to motivate people, through life. To talk about cars. I love cars, man. You know, I'm a Chevy guy.
Yes.
I'm a Chevy guy. I mean, from, whether it's a box Chevy, I actually had a 2011 Camaro 2SS, brand new when it first came out. So imagine 2011, brand new 2SS black Camaro, sunroof, white stripes going down the middle, dark black tinted windows, and the junk just came out in 2010. First Camaro, the new series of the Camaro came out in 2010, Transformers movie. And I had that joint in 2011, bro. I'm riding around the city, man. And the goal was always, even back then, to inspire people. So, and I like to talk about money. I'm certified to teach financial classes. So if some of y'all might have heard of Dave Ramsey, I used to teach the Dave Ramsey class on Fort Bragg to soldiers and to families, man, helping them do their budgets and helping them understand about investing and all of that, man. But yeah, I'm a Chevy guy all day long, man. I had my plans all set to get the C7. Everything set to get the C7, man. I was gonna get that Z06 C7, and I was doing my research on YouTube. And I saw this car that looked kind of strange. Had the doors that came up. It's called an I8. I said, "Oh, what's that?" And then I did a little search, and I saw the I8 was $150,000. I said, "Oh no, that's okay. Let me get back on the the Corvette. Let me regroup." And then I said, "No, Eric, don't do yourself like that. Don't do yourself like that. You just got to believe, and you got to do your thing, and you got to do research, and you got to find out what the used market is like, and you'll find one, that's gonna fit, whether you bring your money up or whether it comes down to where your money is." And it kind of, the price started coming down, and my money started going up, and I found one in Orlando. Went down there. Look, I went to the airport and rented a white Challenger to drive from North Carolina down to Orlando, to get, because I'm a Chevy guy, but I fell in love with a Hellcat on my birthday one day. I don't know if y'all remember an NBA player called Rasheed Wallace.
No, who don't know Rasheed? Well,
I don't know.
For folks that don't know Rasheed Wallace, he was one of the best underrated players you ever can meet and think of. I met him plenty of times, real cool dude, but everybody said, "Oh, he's the bad boy." No, he just stood what he stood for.
Now, Rasheed, real cool, man. I'm
real,
cool.
Real cool dude.
Rasheed still lives in the area, man. He lives about 45 minutes from where I'm at now. Back in 2011, a few summers, man, I used to talk to him pretty much 3 times a week at his basketball tournament. Real cool with his moms and everything. But he had bought his son a Hellcat, and my homeboy does a lot of car installation, speakers, and all that. And he drove it to my house on my birthday. I said, "Man, let me see the keys." So me and my homeboy Terrence, and I think he's in his chat. He's called Game Changer. He has I think he got a Scat Pack 392. So we took the Hellcat out the back gate of my neighborhood. This is my first time driving the Hellcat. I barely touched the gas. His head went back. I immediately busted a U-turn. I said, "We're not about to wrap this car around no tree, and it don't on to Rasheed Wallace." And if y'all know Rasheed Wallace, he got a little mean streak on him there. I don't want Rasheed looking for me. So we took it back. But I fell in love with the Hellcat that day, man. I kind of started doing my research and put it on the back burner. And here we are now, 2020, with the white I8, man, and I'm loving it.
So, yes, sir. Hold on, Zombie One. I see your question. I'm gonna make sure I put it up there because this is a good one. Say, "Hey, bros, I'm a convicted felon, Evapor. You think it's a good idea to join the military? Please talk about my issue."
I would say, it's individually joining the military. It's a decision that you got to make as an individual. You sit down, with a recruiter, and you get all of the facts you can get. And with technology and YouTube and Facebook, there's no shortage of people that have been in the military. You pick your branch that they can give you their testimonial, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. Now, as far as any type of, and I used to be a military recruiter for 6 years here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Any type of, I don't care if it's a traffic stop, a speeding ticket. I don't care if it's a parking ticket. You can't have anything that's outstanding. So a recruiter can review any record that you have and tell you if you meet the qualifications. Yes, we can accept this charge, or we can't accept that charge. But the only way to find out is sit down with a recruiter and find out if that's a good move for you. It's not for everybody. But now let me say this: we have to have a military always. You got to have military always. Global protection. You need that, and it's a solid career. It's done wonders for me. It's not for everybody. It is not. It is not for everybody. So I wouldn't tell anybody, "Yeah, go do it," blindly without you getting interviewed, you sitting down, and you using the internet to do your full research. Type in, "Should I join the Navy? Should I join the Army? What is the Army like? What is the Navy like?" Do your full research. Don't just take somebody's word for it. If you meet a recruiter, let them give you the stuff on paper, and you go research it, and you go talk to family members that's done it and challenge them on what promises are being made. Because if it ain't on paper, it ain't gonna happen.
Facts. Definitely facts on that. I know at one point I'm gonna join the Air Force. If I'd have joined, I've been retiring this year. 20 years. I've been retiring this year, actually. I had joined at the time when I was talking about joining. Maybe the reason I joined 20 years ago. He's right. It's not for everyone, but it worked for me. But really, Rels, that's what's up. And that's how it would have been for me. I was like, I'm gonna do 20 years. My boy Chris, he was talking me into it. He just retired. He came out at 25 years. He was the one that was talking me into going. And we was gonna come out around the same time. He was gonna be doing 25. I was gonna do 20. I was like, I'm gonna come out, live my life. I'm gonna do it. So man, you get your check every month, blah blah blah. I mean, you know the whole story. So, but I ended up not going there. I ended up doing something different. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I'd have went to that route. But I was like, no, it worked for me doing it this way. This was for me to do it this way.
Right.
Listen to Simply Beth said, yes, don't listen to recruiters. Research independently.
Yep. And this is coming from a former recruiter. Integrity was everything for me, you know, because I got a name. I still live in the community where I recruited at. And I still see parents that I talk to, grandparents that I talk to, folk that I helped join, and some of them are still in, some of them got out. I mean, y'all saw my little brother in here, you know, he did 20 years off of the strength of, you know, my advice. So I kept a good name because I told the truth. You know, integrity is everything to me, man. I can hold my head up and walk around my city, you know, any day of the week and not have to worry about somebody saying, hey, you lied to me. Never happened, not one time. And that's not always typical, you know, because there have always been some mistruths out here in the recruitment process. But if you do your own research with the internet at your fingertip, you won't be disappointed because you can get all the answers right on YouTube, right on Google. You don't even need to trust the recruiter. Trust but verify. There you go.
Best way to say it. That's exactly what I was going to say. Trust but just verify it. All right, y'all. I know y'all been talking about it. Somebody else hitting you from IG. Just turning in. No, you right on time. We get ready to talk about it. So you saw the I-8 and you was like, oh, it cost this much. But you went to the Hellcat and you went back to the I-8. So you went on ahead. I know you went ahead and purchased it. What made you go ahead and just make that move? Just say, you know what? I'm just going to get it and just do the daggone thing with it.
It was really, you know, me kind of, you know, believing in the things that I was doing financially. I was in a place to where, you know, for 2 years, me and my wife did a strict budget for 2 years, but we didn't do a lot of spending. We paid off $123,000 in debt in 23 months. So we paid off all our debt. And the house is not debt. If y'all understand, you know, a mortgage is not, it's good debt, if that makes sense.
It's debt, but it's good debt.
Yes, it's good debt. It's you know, it's not uncommon to have a mortgage, but the next plan is to pay the house off early as well. So we did that for 23 months, man, paid everything off. And it was like, Eric, you're in a strong position. And I said, you know, Lord, if I find the right numbers on the car, you know, I'm going to get it. So when I found those numbers, literally, I had never seen it you know, right around 70. Most of them were around 80 something. And I was looking for one around 70-ish, and I found it in Orlando. And, you know, I put the money down over the phone. I said, hold that for me, you know, and I said, I'll be there tomorrow. They're like, where you at? I said, I'm in North Carolina. You going to fly down? I said, no, I'm going to drive down. So that night I went to Raleigh, got the Challenger, came back to the crib, woke up about 3 in the morning and drove down to Orlando.
Hit 95, keep it moving.
Yeah, drove down to Orlando, got the whip. And my nephew, Tyree Graham, he goes by Tyree G3 on YouTube. Not YouTube, I'm sorry, on IG. He's a comedian on there. He has over 1 million followers on IG. And yeah. So I stayed with him that night, man, because he already had an I-8. You know what I'm saying? He's had several cars, I-8s, man, Lamborghinis. He's done it all, man. He's got a Rolls Royce Wraith right now, doing really, really good in life.
Boy.
Yeah. Yo, yeah. You know, and we also work together trading currency, Forex. So we believe in multiple streams of income, man. So, you know, I got my retirement with the military, you know what I mean? You know, I got my trading going on. I have a consulting firm that I started, my LLC, like you said, got my LLC consulting firm, and I make money doing that. Back in the day when I was doing the show that I was telling y'all about, I taught myself how to do photography and videography, watching YouTube videos, man, teaching myself, going to college on YouTube. And I've done weddings. I've done all kind of stuff with the camera and with the with videography and with photography. And I say all that to say again, why was I doing all that back then? Because now, walking away from $100,000 job, I'm creating income with my camera. I'm creating income soon with my YouTube channel. You know, I'm creating income with my consulting firm. You know what I'm saying? And I learned all those things by teaching myself a lot of those things back in 2011 doing the Evapors show, you know what I mean, with the sports, comedy, you know, but why was I doing that back then? It's all for now. And people at home right now might be doing something for free right now, for free. That's not getting a dime. And they like, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I working over here at Foot Locker? So you can learn how to manage a Foot Locker. So you can learn how to own a Foot Locker. So you can learn how to be the district manager of Foot Locker. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, the inner workings. Why am I cutting grass? Because now I know how to use every piece of equipment as an owner of a landscaping company. And now I can sit back and hire a staff. I can troubleshoot things that are wrong with the equipment. That's why you're doing what you're doing now at an entry-level position. So you keep grinding on that and you'll rise to the top. And I've been at the bottom before. Man, my life, New York, man, straight poverty, man. The first house I lived in, we didn't even have a bathroom in the house. We had an outhouse. Most people ain't never been there. So when people see me with shades on at nighttime, they like, well, who does he think he is with shades on the nighttime? For one, I'm grown. I can wear shades in my own house. I'm at home.
That part right there.
Second, people don't know the whole story, man. They don't know the whole story, man. Growing up poor. You know what I mean? Going to school so we could eat. Can't wait to get to school so I can eat. And then when
a lot of people don't know about that one right there.
Bro, and look, check me. And then when I get to school, because we're poor, I got holes in my shoes. So, you know, and my pants are high waters. And my brother, we sharing clothes going to the same school. You know what I mean? So now when you see me with these right here, these are real. They're not fake. When you see me with the $1,000 red bottoms on, don't know
somebody's gonna say that. Somebody's gonna say, "Oh, those fake." No, they're not.
Oh, no, they're real. You can see the inside. Don't think I'm being arrogant. Don't think I'm being I'm stunting on somebody. I'm showing you what's possible. Because you wasn't there when I was walking to school when it's raining outside and I got holes in my shoes and I got holes in all my socks, and I'm getting picked on. You wasn't there. You was not there when I'm watching my mom struggle, working 2 jobs. Y'all wasn't there. I was there watching the rats walk by the apartment. We scared to open the door because a rat might run inside the apartment. We sleeping on the floor, all our clothes in trash bags. You did what I'm saying? So you wasn't there. And to fast forward my life, being in the military, you know, I didn't learn how to make sound financial decisions because of how I grew up. I bought this necklace on my first deployment. Right, this necklace right
here.
Yeah, Nefertiti. I bought it on my first deployment, 24 karat gold necklace, right? Probably in 1993. I bought it in Egypt, which is in Africa. So you always got to say that.
For those that don't know,
in case I don't know how they don't know, you can clearly see Egypt is in Africa.
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. I bought this, right? Got my black queen around my neck. This necklace stayed in a pawn shop in Virginia Beach for years. Every week I'm pawning my necklace to get some cash because I'm so consumed with overcompensating, buying all the latest name brand clothes because I grew up poor. And then I'm in the military. I'm spending all my money on clothes and cars and all that, living paycheck to paycheck with all the latest name brand, Sean John, Academics. I done told y'all, Academics, the old brand, FUBU. I had all the clothes and everything, but I was broke in the military. You did. So I wear this necklace right now because I made a promise to myself some years ago that I would never pawn this necklace again. I'd never go to the pawn shop again. You know what I'm saying? I'd never had to donate blood to get money again. I'd never be down on my luck again. I'd never have a 400 credit score again. I made a promise to myself, but I had to make sacrifices. I didn't go to the, I gotta say mall because we didn't have the internet at that time. I didn't go to the mall for a whole year. I moved out of my apartment. I swallowed my pride. I moved out of my apartment and moved in with my grandmother and slept on the couch for a whole year. Slept on the couch for a whole year. Typed in Equifax. How do you manage your credit? Pulled up my credit, saw all the things I had in collections, contacted each creditor that I had a collection with. You know what I'm saying? Made a deal with them. Oh, I owe you $1,000. Well, look, I'll send you $300 right now if we settle it. I did all that. Got me a little credit card from Capital One, little $200 credit card. Then they bumped, with my own money, and then it became a real card, $500. Then it went up to $750. Then it went up to $1,000, and here I am now. I got credit cards, got $30,000 limit. And if I want to go a higher limit, you know, I could do that. If I want a black card, I can get a black card. But now I understand the power of cash. I ain't even really interested in your credit card, Mr. Bank, so you can get all the interest.
That part right there.
I'm interested in earning interest instead of paying interest.
Instead of making them rich. Yep.
But I came from the bottom though, New York. And I know your story, man. Not all of it, but you know what I'm saying, what we've talked about before, man. And I encourage somebody, man, that, you know, if you've made mistakes right now, your credit's jacked up, you never done a budget before, and you're struggling during the pandemic, your hours are less, you know, your money's funny, you know, somebody done walked out on you and you by yourself. Hey, pick yourself up, dust your shoulders off, go find out how to, you know, how to improve your credit, how to do a budget. You hit me on Instagram. I got a copy paste ready for you. You inbox me on Instagram. I got a copy paste in my phone right now. The podcast I listen to, the free budget app that I use. And
yes, please tell me about the budget app.
Yeah, the budget app is called Every Dollar, EVERY, like every dollar. Literally, you track every dollar. So let's say I plan on or anticipate $2,000 a month coming in. You know, whatever your budget is. I got $4,000 a month coming in, and it'll be a $4,000 at the top of your screen. And if you put in $100 for cable, then it's gonna say $3,900 left to budget. You know what I'm saying? You put in your rent, it's gonna start coming down. You got to get it all the way down to zero until you account for every dollar. And any money that's left over out of the budget, you put that on top of your smallest debt. So if you got 3 debts, you know, let's say you got a student loan, a car note, and a personal loan. You know, whatever the smallest payment is, let's say you got $400 left over after you did your budget, you would add that $400 to the smallest debt until it's paid off. Do that every month and roll it over to the next smallest debt.
Right.
And to the next. It's called a debt snowball. And next thing you know, when I mentioned earlier about we paid off $123,000 in 23 months, that's how we did it. You know what I mean? You know, I even went in my closet, man. I'm a shoe guy. You know what I mean? I had shoes that I had never even opened. New York, this is sad. I had UPS boxes with shoes in them. I had never even opened the UPS box.
Wow.
So I was scratching my head. I'm like, what shoe was in that box? You know what I mean? And again, that was a part of me, man, overcompensating for being poor, for trying to erase the pain that I still had in me as an adult because of the pain I went through as a child, going to bed hungry, crying because you're getting picked on and all of that. You know what I mean? Fighting because you're getting picked on. I was, as an adult, you know, trying to erase that pain. And once I realized that the clothes and shoes didn't make me, I was free. I was free to not buy clothes and shoes and be content in a good way with all the clothes and shoes that I already had. And I even had to prove something to myself. I said, Eric, give away some shoes. Not no old stuff. It's easy to give away grass cutting shoes. I ain't talking about giving away the shoes you cut grass in, Eric. Don't play yourself. No, give away some of your new shoes. As a matter of fact, go in there and sell some stuff too. And that's what I did. I challenged myself to overcome that pain and that anguish that I had as a child. You know what I mean? You know, even not being in the same house with my father, growing up without a father in my house. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of pain left in me. So, you know, I even had to reconnect with my dad, you know, over 20 years ago. On my own, I went, you know, and reconnected with my dad because I was pretending that I didn't need him. And I did need him. You know what I mean? I needed to have that relationship with him, not for guidance at the time, but literally I've had a relationship with my dad. I was 21 years old when I went to reconnect with my dad. And here I am, 47 years old. So I've had 26 years of a great relationship. That's more years that I didn't have with my dad from 0 to 21 years old. And as a man, you know, you want to know who your father is. You do. You lying to yourself. You need to know who your father is. You want to know who your grandfather is. You want to know what they was like. You know what I mean? And if you don't address that issue, you'll never be a good husband. You'll never be a good father. And you might not even know how to be a good friend because you still got pain and anger toward the man that created you. You feel me? So that's all part of being healthy, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and financially. You got to do those things, man. I had to swallow my pride at 21 and go and say, Dad, I want to know you. I want to know some other, you know, I had brothers that I had never met. I had aunts that I had never met. You did? And all those, it was like the movie Antoine Fisher, man. I'm meeting aunts and uncles and brothers and cousins for the first time. I had never met them before. And literally, I grew up 25 minutes away from where my dad lived at. I was 25 minutes away in the next town over and never met none of my family, none of my blood brothers, none of my cousins. So I had a lot of hurt, a lot of anger built up inside me. So instead of living my life to prove them wrong, I live my life now, to be an example, to inspire people. Don't live in opposition, live for. Don't live in, I'm going to show them, I'm going to stun on them. No, don't be in opposition. Don't live in opposition. Don't do things in opposition. Do things for a reason. Why are you doing what you're doing, man? I got 2 daughters, man. I want to see them never had to scrape and scramble and look to a man for anything. You know what I mean? I got a mama that I want to take care of. I got a beautiful wife here in my house. Been married to her for 15 years, be 16 years coming up. And it's like, yo,
salute.
I don't want her to have to worry about nothing. Some of y'all that follow me on YouTube, man, y'all seen when I got her the Lexus truck, she said she always wanted a car with a big red bow on top. And I had never been able to do that for her. We've been together since 2000. I'd never been able to get her a car with the big red bow on top, man. But during the pandemic, when the pandemic first hit in March, people was like, everybody going to the grocery store buying toilet paper. Hunker down. No, I'm calling Lexus talking about, hey, I want to get my wife a new truck with a red bow on top. Can y'all do it during the pandemic? I know y'all need to sell cars. Stop. Don't even play with me. Y'all not selling cars. People scared. And y'all come down on the price. Here go the price, because I'm coming with money. And if some of y'all watch my channel know when I went and bought the 4Runner. So she had a 4Runner only for 6 months. And then we paid cash for the 4Runner. And that was like a milestone in life, man. It was like, man, we got to a position where we can go to the 4Runner, to the Toyota dealership and pay for the joint cash. So we had that only for 6 months. You know what I mean? And now we rolled it over. So we took that, we sold it and took that money and got, the Lexus truck, put some more money with it and got the Lexus truck, man. I wouldn't have been able to do that, man, based on where I'm from, because where I'm from, they said you can't make it. Like
you can't listen to that.
Right. But I'm here to be a testimony to tell people, man, you can make it, man. It don't matter what color you are. It don't matter what neighborhood you from. You can make it. And when people see with stuff, like this is just stuff. Those are shoes. A car is just a car. Those things now for my MCM, Motivation, Cars, and Money, they attract people. So once I get your attention, now I can show you how to be a man. I can show you what a husband look like. I can show you what a father look like. I can show you how to budget. I can show you how to create multiple streams of income. I can show you how to be a nice, considerate guy, and it don't make you a punk, don't make you a sissy, don't make you none of that. You can be the coolest dude in the room and the nicest dude in the room. I'm gonna be the calmest dude in the room. I'm gonna be the coolest dude in the room. I don't have to be the loudest dude in the room. I ain't got to say a word, but you're gonna know I'm there.
Exactly.
That's how we move now, New York. You move the same way.
Yep.
New York, you move the same way. You're not the loudest dude in the room, man. When you walk in, people are gonna be like, who is he? You ain't even said nothing. What you mean? Who is he?
That happens more than anything. And man, shout out to my dog Catfish. I wish he was in here because he kept telling people, New York a legend, and people's like, New York, what? And then when they really started finding out my background, it was like, wow. I was like, yeah, I'm not new to any of this. I helped the YouTube when YouTube first started. I met the 2 guys that started YouTube in 2005 when they signed the deal.
Yes.
Yeah. I met them. I met the lady that stayed in their garage. I met them. And they was like, hey, we got this and this going. Instead of me just doing it, I said, I don't want to be on the screen. You know what? I'm going to be a background person. I told my boy that does gaming, I'm like, yo, you can do this and do that. Some people already gaming doing that. We went from 05, 06, 08. He finally got into it and did it. And now he's sitting chilling right now because he was the only one. I'm going to tell it like it is. He was the only African-American that was there at the conference playing video games. The only one. If y'all don't believe me, go back and look at Madden 2010, 2011, 2012, the commercials. He was in the commercials playing the game when they had the whole simulated with them running around. That's him sitting there playing the game.
That's crazy, bro. And again, this is something else too, right? When somebody hear somebody else say, "Hey, New York a legend," sometimes the first thing is you step back and be like, "A legend." Why is it so hard for people to hear a compliment? Why is it so hard for people to hear a title, a high title over somebody? Why is that so hard to hear? Just like when people come to my page and they say, why you got the GOAT on there? People know the GOAT stand for greatest of all time. Y'all heard some of my story. I didn't call myself the GOAT. I got brothers, blood brothers of mine that called me the GOAT. I got folk in the military right now that was gonna get kicked out of the military, but I covered them and protected them, put my name and reputation on the line so that they couldn't be touched. And then they're still in the military and they're high in the military. I got family members I've been taking care of financially for over 20 years. Right now, I got my mama that I bought a whole BMW convertible for last September. So they call me the GOAT. They recognize me as the GOAT because some of these folk wouldn't even be alive right now if it weren't for me. And I'm not taking credit. God put me in a position to do what I'm doing, to be a light in the world. You know what I mean? And I don't have to be loud about it. And when I talk about giving, or let's say you talking about it went on film when you gave the money away or whatever, there's a place and time for that. We have to show people and encourage people to give. I like to see when people are giving to the homeless, not in a showy way. Look what I just did, but no, in a nice, respectful way, because somebody will see the video and now they're going to go give to the homeless in their community. Now they're going to go to Walmart and pay for the people behind them. Then, because I used to strategically go to the mall because I like shoes. Here we go. I would go to the mall and I would always see a family, and I know because they would look just like me. You got 3 little boys, and none of them got no haircut. And you can look at their clothes; they're a little tattered, but they're in the mall just like everybody else. And I remember the last time I was in the van store, I heard God tell me, pay for their shoes. Now, what I saw one person. You know, I said, okay, I'm gonna pay for her shoes. You know, she got a little boy with her. So what I found out, she had 3 kids with her, and they had like 5 pairs of shoes. So then I was like, Lord, was you talking to me or was you talking to somebody? My mind was like $75, 1 pair of shoes. We out, you know. But he was like, nah, I'm talking to you. So I paid for all the shoes, man. They was like, what's going on? They was like, are you sure? I was like, yes, man. God told me to pay for your shoes. That's all I told him. God told me to pay for your shoes. What's your name? I said, my name is Eric. Pay for the shoes. I walked out the store.
It probably was like, wow.
In the story, I didn't need no accolades. I didn't need nothing. And I'm telling y'all the story now to inspire you. You know what I mean? And if that would have been captured, that would have been great. If I'd had permission from them to capture and say, hey, I'm doing something for YouTube. I want to share stories of giving. You know what I mean? Would you mind being a part of it? And they would have been like, yeah, cool. I would have shared that. But I was just in the store shopping that day, strategically saying, hey, I'm going to pay for somebody's stuff. Because I'm in a position now where I can do that, where I can, you know, give somebody $500 and not think about it. You know what I mean? Where I can, you know, buy some shoes and buy some food. So we have to have a purpose in life. So don't just arbitrarily walk around and ride around town. Be strategic. You know, I keep, you know, money on me, you know, that I can give. You know what I'm saying? And in the wintertime, I keep coats because I, you know, buying a lot of clothes. I got coats and coats and coats and jackets.
There's always somebody that needs a coat, believe it or not.
So if I got coats in my trunk of all my cars, I can just hop out, give them the coat, and roll out. So I got to be strategic every winter when I'm riding around and I got coats in here. You need a coat now. You don't need a voucher to go buy one. You don't need me to give you $100 to go buy a coat. It's cold right now. So I'm sharing that in hopes that somebody will say, you know what, I'm going to be strategic this winter, put jackets and socks and coats, or even right now, I'm just going to get plastic bags with socks and underwear and T-shirts and make bags and keep about 10 of them in my car in the back seat.
You'd be surprised who needs them.
Pull up to stoplight and give it, and have a $20 bill inside each bag, a $10 bill inside each bag, $2 inside each bag. We got to be strategic in life, man. And there's no way I would be sitting here right now, y'all can't see it, looking outside my window, hole number 4, Anderson Creek Club Golf Course, most premier neighborhood where I live at. I came from rats outside, holes in my shoes, to I look out my back window. There's a lake and it's a golf course. It's a hole on the golf course where you hit the ball right behind my house. Me, Eric Stevenson. I've taken some college classes, but how do I get to high 6 figures with a high school diploma? But you sitting at home with way more education than I got, but you won't get up and go. So if
it's all about the drive.
Yeah, I'm telling. So I need that person right now. You got education, man, get up and go. Or if you just like me and got a high school education, get up and go. I went to college on YouTube. I'm studying. I'm teaching myself how to be a photographer on YouTube. I've been to college on YouTube. I've been to college in real colleges and taking classes, but I don't have a degree. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I don't have a master's degree, but I got money and I got my own businesses. You feel me? So sometimes people feel, you know, like, man, I don't have a degree, so I can't make it. So I'm here to break that lie up. I have a high school diploma, and I'm well into six figures, and we're gonna get to the million this year. How do you leave $100,000 job and you talking about you're gonna get to the million? Because now I don't have a salary cap. I had a salary cap before. You're only gonna make 100,000. That's it. 8 hours a day, 100,000. That's it. Plus your other money. But now I can say I don't have a salary cap. So
Right.
Listening, you don't have to have a salary cap. But while you are working, create multiple streams of income, man. Get in that closet, sell them shoes on eBay. Break that lawnmower out. Learn how to cut some grass. Get you a little small camera. Take you some family photos and post them pictures on IG. And now you're a photographer and you just do portraits. You know, we're gonna go outside in the sunlight. We're gonna take a picture of you and your boo hugged up, and I'm gonna charge y'all $25. It's prom season coming. Here we're gonna do for the prom. I got a special, you know, $25, you know, for your pictures for the prom. And you go out there, you get about 10 couples, and that's 25, 25, 25, and you just keep making your money. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever your hustle is, get it and do it. But get out that bed, stop complaining about it ain't fair. It's the government's fault. It's the president's fault. Because no matter what president you got, you still got to grind. I had to grind during Obama. I had to grind during Bush. I had to grind during whoever, Clinton. And we grinding now. And it ain't changed none. My mortgage is the same through the last 2 administrations. We got to go out here and get it with no excuses, New York.
Exactly. And I try to show a lot of people that. People asking me, hey, I want to see what you do outside the lives. They've been seeing, for those that have been following, you see on Sunday, I'm working on somebody's bike. I'm doing this. I work 7 days a week. And I love it because it's like, to me, it ain't work. I know a lot of things that I do. So most people might say, oh, you know, that's work. That's hard work. No, but to me, it ain't work. I'm out here getting and grinding because I want to make sure my kid's good. And not only just that, I got to shout him out. Shout out to my dog, Nate. It's something he did that somebody said he couldn't do years ago. And this was like 10 years ago. My boy, Nate, got with me because, you know, I sell cars, flip cars. Folks that don't know, I do that as well. I found a vehicle. He said, man, I would love to get this vehicle from you, blah, 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 blah. If you win it, I want it. Whatever you try for, I want it. And y'all, it was a simple, to somebody else, it might be, oh, it's a lot, but it was a simple S550 4MATIC 2008. I got it, won it. He paid me for it. He took it and converted the whole car to a luxury cab and started his own luxury service. And prom season came around. He looked at what all these limos was charging. He said, look, I'm going to charge you to go to A to B. And he put down all the schools in this one county in Atlanta. He put down all the schools. If you coming from your house is within this area and you going to one of these schools, because they're always using the same places to go to. You going to here and back home, it costs this much flat rate. And that includes tip. Man, he had so many people calling him. I had to go help him because he had ended up getting another car. And he was like, yo, that's next year. He was like, yo, I need your help, man. I got you. And he started his own business doing it. And he was like, look, you don't have to be in one of the flyers limos and trying to find out how to pay for it. I'm going to do a point A to point B. Or if you're going to dinner, I'm going to do an ABC trip. And that's how he was lining them up. And everything was right there. Because, I mean, the part of Atlanta he was doing, which was east and northeast. He said, I'm just doing them areas only. Everything was right there. He was like, when you hit me up to book it, let me know where you want to go eat, the time, to this, to that, to this. And he would drop you off to go eat. And most of them will sit there. No, he's going to go get the next person. He's like, I'll be back in an hour. I'm going to get the next person, take them where they got to go. And he was just doing that. And in a weekend, he turned around. I know Nate, I know you don't mind me telling him because Nate don't care. In a weekend, when he first started, that first weekend, he made $8,000 in a weekend.
Why not?
We're talking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then he did some stuff on Sunday. And he said, dude, I made over $8,000. What? He saw the vision, did it himself, and now he got a fleet of cars. Not one of them is a limo, but it's a luxury car service. I'm going to take you where you got to go. We're going to have the TV on. We're going to have this. And now he's an upgraded from that now. Now he got Phantoms and everything else now. But he started with just a vision and not even a high school diploma. He's like, bro, you know, I'm ex-con. I don't have nothing. I don't have none of that. But I got this from my income tax for the last 2 years, and I want to take it and do something with it. I got a vision. And I said, all right, let's get it. I helped him start it going, and to this day, he still thanks me. Man, shout out to you, Nate. Appreciate you, bro.
Man,
you out there chilling.
I love that, man. And I had mentioned my nephew Tyree earlier, man, and it is a blessing to see him. You know, literally about 4 years ago, he was staying at my house.
Mm-hmm.
He was an injured college basketball player and just trying to figure out what he was going to do. He graduated and just really had nowhere to go. Different family members had turned their back on him. And now, fast forward 4 years later, he's a multi-millionaire, what I'm saying, with a million followers on IG. And, he's made millions of dollars, man, trading Forex and, doing comedy and stuff like that, man. So all things are possible, man. So I got that front row seat to see my nephew to go from my house, staying in my extra bedroom, to now he's a multi-millionaire driving in a Rolls Royce Wraith. You know what I mean? Driving in McLarens and just living a good life, man, not bothering nobody, man. But he grind. He up early in the morning. He up late at night. He's trying to figure out the next move, man. So we all can do the same thing, man. We just got to get up and go get it.
Definitely.
Right.
Well, Vapors, I know we're going to end up making this a two-part. I'm going to have to bring you back because I know we're almost out of time. Because I got people throwing questions out. Look. My daughter just threw that question out there. We actually just answered that. And I'm going to say this. Keep your grind up and use the internet for your resources. As far as finding LLC, it's one site you can go to. It tells you how to do all that for the state that you live in, because every state laws are different. So I will say this much: Google how to start an LLC for your state, and it's going to give you that. And I will send you personally, if you tell me what state you're in, I will send you the actual website where you can do everything on it. Pay one fee, and it pays for your LLC, for your IE, It'll pay for everything that you need. It'll tell you what the cost is, and you fill out one thing on there, and it's done. It's sent off, and everything comes in the mail. There's no more standing lines anymore. So I will send you that. He said, "Okay, appreciate it." Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna bring you on for a part 2 of this, and I know because I know more people, and they're like, "Oh, what about the car? What about this?" Y'all, I'm gonna bring them back for a part 2 sometime in September. We're gonna get all into that. But y'all know my time is almost out, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the Help Me Help You segment, where we try to help as many people we can. Man, if I hit that button one time, zoop, help me help you, man. We try to help as many people as we can. Being you here today, you're gonna try to help me. We already helping people already talking about that stuff. I got more people talking about investment stuff. Speaking of investments, in the description, you will see I left a gift for everybody, Robinhood. You click on it, fill it out, you get a free stock. I'm telling people, and I've been telling people, look, I was already doing Robinhood for a minute. Shout out to my dog TK. I don't know if he's still in here. He mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, I'm already doing this, doing that, doing this with it. But we put our brains together, and he told me some stuff that I didn't know. I gave him some information he didn't know. And we went on and just kind of doing some things. And that's what we need to do as people out here. And no, he's not black, he's white, because I know somebody's going to ask that. But it doesn't matter. Thing about it is, as people, we was out here sharing each other information. Like, hey, I know this. Hey, you know this. Hey, what you know about that? And that's what we need to do, because we all out here need to be financially independent, period. Especially in these times right now, because I saw something on TV last week saying for the month going into September, it's going to be over 4 million people that's going to be without a place to live because they cannot pay either their rent or their mortgage. And to me, I'm like, wow, that's crazy, man, but it's the truth. It's life. So I'm like, from now on, I'm just going to put it out there, keep putting it out there. It's going to be in every description, every video. It started from this week on. It's going to be in the description. Just click on it. If you need some advice, if you need some counseling for it, I can help you, especially with the technology stuff, because that's what I do. I can help you to teach you how to invest in some of these companies, period. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start the Help Me Help You segment. Dude, you right on time. He said, oh, man, I just had to step away. Did you start to Help Me Help You segment? Nope, just in time. And you right on time, too. So, like I said, we try to help as many people we can with this. Y'all, I know we gave y'all a lot of information right off the bat, but now I'm going to make y'all laugh. And we have a new sponsor for it. They hit me up and said, man, I want to sponsor it this time. I said, okay. Click. It says right here, the little kid said, I'm 3 years old. Every time I go to my grandmama's house, she watched that same show. Mama said, what show? And the little boy started singing, in the heat of the night. I know, that sounds crazy. I know.
Bruh.
I know, I got to give myself the bruh button for that. But for those that know and had spent time at their grandmother's house, auntie's house, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to get started. And yes, Robel, just like you said, the grind don't stop. That is one of my main things, and it don't stop. Period. So let me just keep going. Are you still with me?
Hey, I'm with you.
Okay, make sure you're still with me. Let me go to the next slide. All right. Now, I'm really trying to figure this one out. My man, bring that back. Pause right there. I can't make this ish up. It's raining. My man and pulled in a puddle washing his car. He said, free car wash, y'all.
Nah, he ain't washing the car off, man. He did a crime. He getting fingerprints off. I've seen that before.
See, I didn't want to say all that, but man, brother said they don't know about that. Yeah, they don't know. A lot of people don't know about that. I'm gonna start telling my age up in here. But man, yeah, that's exactly what I think he was doing. Trying to get it off.
Yeah, he getting them fingerprints off, man. That first 48 serious, ain't it?
True, boy. Some people learn a lot of stuff from that. Another educational show.
Very educational show. You better pay attention.
Exactly. In the words of Shaky T. Next slide, please.
I do something real quick. Oh, 3, 2, what? I told you not to.
Okay. I guess he learned a lesson real fast. And I mean real fast. My man, hold up, go back. No. Go back. My man done.
I do something real quick. Oh,
he got a drink in his hand.
Yeah. Drinking
about right here. He know he messed up.
Oh, he knew.
When he got about right there, he know it was over with. He was done. He was done about right there. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, he was done. He said knocked the wind out of him. Man, it did something. Ooh, boy. Robel, that's what you... Oh, Robel, that's right. You do run a limousine company. I forgot all about it. Shout out to Robel. Robel, you know what? Send me a flyer or something so I can put up and support your business, bro. Please put it up and I can add it in when I give my announcements, because that's what I do. Announce and put people's businesses up, man. Please put that up. But I know right now with everything that's going on, it's kind of hard right now, but I'll make sure I put that up. Yeah. Ouch is the word. Yeah.
When something goes wrong.
Man.
When something for the gram goes wrong.
That's exactly what he was doing.
And that's not his car. Because anybody with a car wouldn't walk on top of it like that. That's not his car.
And whoever that was said, I told you not to. And they had to cut it off. My man down there.
How can a person record and say, I told you not to? You was recording the whole time. You didn't mean that.
Exactly. And that's why both of them get this for the day.
Bruh.
Man.
You trying to get $10.
Yeah, he night, Brian. He night. He all the way night. All right, bro. All I'm gonna do is help your ass up, put you in the car. I bet you won't do that one no more. Nah. All right. Hold on. Mia said, at New York, can you tell Evapors I wrote him on IG? It's about 4X. Mia, I put it right up there as my homegirl, Mia. He sees it right up there, so I ain't even got to tell him. I told him anyway, shout it out, but he sees it right there. Yeah. So he definitely checks his IG like I do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I stay in the inbox, man. As long as it ain't no foolishness, man, I respond. So I got you.
So he got you on that one.
Yeah.
Right. Where's Shaky T? Next slide, please.
Brandon got caught running like a bill.
Oh, that man's scared to catch them hands.
Oh.
Go back. Hold up. Go. Keep going. My man, about right here, he looking right at that truck. He's so scared to catch them hands. I don't even know what it was about, but he rather get the hands by the truck. And keep going. My man standing there just looking at him go by.
Yeah.
And about right, keep going, here. About right up in here. You saw a shoe, and there he is sliding across the ground, right there. If I was him, I'd rather have caught them hands than to catch that truck.
And I bet he started it.
He said he bet he started it.
Yeah, that's the type of run from somebody that started something that they couldn't finish, and he tried to take off on them, and yeah, he took off all right.
He took all the way off.
It work now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, lesson learned. All I gotta say is next slide on that one.
Hope he had Hope he had Affleck so he can get paid while he ain't at work.
See, look at it. We still we still talking about building up the stocks, but man, that right there. Whoo, yeah, night. Yeah. He's finished.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. All right, next one.
Hey, Mike, how old is your mom? What? No, not like that. No, it is like that. How old is she? I come in the house, she was like, "You want to eat?" I said, "Eat what?"
So first of all, put my plate down and stop hitting on my mom, man.
Don't get mad at me. I don't even want to be here. Y'all the ones that want to be here. I want to go to the strip club. Man, wrap this up. Got a bunch of ones and somebody gonna get them. Miss Loretta, I'm ready for the rest of the tour.
Little man is hilarious. I had to bring him back. He is hilarious with this. And I know people been hitting me up about it, and it's a skit. It's a skit, y'all. It's a skit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is funny. Look, Brian is cracking up. Yeah, shout out to Little Man for that. That is funny right there. Yeah, y'all can catch them on YouTube. They do all kind of little skits. Him, I believe it's his son. They be doing all kind of little skits. But that right there is funny as heck. I mean, funny.
Being grown, little self.
Exactly. Next slide, please.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, whoa. Go back. Hit that again.
Hell no.
Pause. Oh.
I don't believe everything I see on the internet.
Bruh.
I don't believe everything I see on the internet. That's some disbelief type stuff, man. You got Photoshop. I got Photoshop on my computer, man. You can make anything, man. Half this stuff you see on the internet like this, I don't believe it. New York, I'm just on some disbelief right now, bro. Like, there's no way.
Hey, I'm with you on that, but it's funny.
These folk out here tricking all of us, man. They making stuff, and we sitting over here believing it. I don't believe it. If it's real, that's crazy.
Yeah, look. Someone said, bruh, yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I will say this. It does like it's Photoshop, but I'm just like, if that is real, wow.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Oh, hell no.
I don't believe that. I've been tricked so many times in New York. I'm on like, I don't believe it. I don't care if it's real or not. I don't believe it. I've been tricked too many times thinking that something was real. I don't believe it.
who's really best that I think is real. You know what? I look, toes throwing up gang signs. Man, look. Ooh, boy, them toes right there. That's when I'm dead. Bruh, yeah. I already hit the bruh button. I hit it one more time for y'all. There you go.
Bruh.
Man, look. We're gonna leave them toes alone. That's what we're gonna do.
I wonder what the toes look like on the person with the camera. They probably look just like
That's what I want. You know what? I'm like, yo, take them shoes on. Let me see them feet, player.
Look, okay, let's say if it's real. If I'm her, I'm like, let me see your feet. Since you got time to put your camera phone on my feet, let me see what your feet working with. You did what I'm saying? Let me see your stuff. Let me see what you got. Since you got time to be all over here on my sandals, let me see what your feet look like, Mr. Funny Man, with the camera phone. And it probably was a prepaid phone from Walmart. Let me see your feet.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? That one probably don't even know he's filming that. You know what? We're gonna leave that alone. Next slide, please. My man, get it.
Oh, he cool.
He had to walk that off. He made sure nobody was looking. He said he had to walk that off real quick. Hold up. Go back.
Oh.
When hood gymnastics go wrong, when he got about right here, he said, "Oh, I ain't gonna clear the whole fence." Oh, that back hurting.
Oh, that back hurt.
You say he hold that back real quick while he's walking? Yeah.
Woo.
Wow.
God was on his side because on his backside, no pun intended, he literally barely cleared the little fence. He could have hit the fence.
Back up slow. All that back.
Bro, 1 inch lower. 1 inch lower is a different story.
Ooh.
My
Yeah,
man.
he felt it for a couple of days. Oh, he felt that.
Oh, he felt that.
He walking all cool right now, but I guarantee you, he's sitting somewhere crying right now. Like, oh my God, my back. And I bet you he ain't jump no more. You know what, Hood, Mr. Hood Gymnastics dude, go sit down somewhere. That's all I got to say.
Lord.
Next slide.
Hey, bruh, my mama friend know she be stanky. I'm talking about the seat be musty, smell like booty. I be like, mama, here come your friend Boo Boo. Ooh, she stanky. Mom like, shut up. I'm like, okay. I'm like, seat smell like booty. Seat smell like booty. Seat smell like booty. You stanky. Look. Every seat you sit on be stanky. Ooh. How you don't smell that? Then my mama go try to drain me out with her music. I'm like, she stanky. She smell like booty. Booty woman.
Yo. Shout out to my dude Kerwin, which, man, he is a comedian. That's his voice you hear. And the little kid, man. And no, that's not Samuel Jackson's son. Somebody said, that's Samuel Jackson's son? No, it's not. Wow. This is funny. That's all I gotta say.
I do stand-up comedy too. I got a couple stand-ups on my IG, not IG, on my YouTube.
Just on YouTube. Yeah, I seen them.
On YouTube, man. So I love comedians, man. I love how they can use a real video and you get sucked in believing that the person is saying what the voiceover is saying, bro. And that requires a level of talent, a certain type of comedic mind to be able to put the two together, man. So shout out to whoever did that, man.
Yeah, my dog Kerwin, he said, man, you can always use it. You can use some of my stuff, my IG. I don't mind. I said, man, because this stuff is funny.
No, that's talent. Man. That's not easy to do, bro. That's not easy to put together.
No, he does it so well. Y'all can check him out on IG. Kerwin collab on is on there. Y'all can check him out, man. I need to put his link up on here. New York, you killing me tonight. Yo, Silverback. I gotta make y'all laugh, man. This is the one time I can make y'all really laugh. I'm gonna go on to the next one. All right, next slide, please. Ooh. My man. Go back. Go back. Hit that one more time. Look, I already know they was hurting after that one. The umbrella just fell all apart. That whole dollar umbrella, Beth, you talking about getting from the dollar store, that was that dollar umbrella. It just fell all the way apart. I mean, as soon as and then he just said the hell with it, threw it. About right in here. As soon as he hit that grass and that foot went to sliding, that was it.
That joker hit the Quan and went right under. He hit the Quan and went right under. It's a nice car though. Can you say that? It's a nice car.
Yeah. It's definitely a nice car. I don't know if it's a Honda, Mercedes. I can't tell what it is, but it's a nice car.
Yeah. But he gonna get in it wet.
Man. Not only that, as soon as your feet, this is the rule of thumb for anybody. It's raining, you running, you hit that grass, all you're gonna do is slide.
Come on.
Man.
Bruh.
Come on.
All you gonna do is slide.
Come on. This what makes
hit the
staged skit, because you're recording it. Why are you recording him running to the car? You know, I always second guess these videos, man. Like, was it staged? You know what I mean? Were you trying to be on World Star? I mean, what's the purpose of it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I seen this whole video. This is just the clip. It wasn't staged. They were filming it because he told them, "Yo, this umbrella's broke." He said, "I gotta film this. You're gonna walk out there with this broken umbrella."
Oh, okay.
And then he took off running because the whole thing is actually long. Then as soon as he put it up, that thing said "zoop," and he took off running. He didn't know he was gonna fall. Holding that back. The words of my aunt, he done broke his ass.
Backs are 0-2 tonight, bro.
Man.
Backs are 0-2 tonight, man. They down.
And you see they didn't bounce back up.
No.
He like that, hold it. Wet. Don't even get in the car. Don't even get in my car.
Nah, you can't even get in here, cuz.
Wet and muddy. Man, you know what? Next slide, please. Yeah, I can't help him. Get him some towels or something.
Yes, sir.
You can just tell this wasn't his friend. A man over there was sleep after about to die over there, and y'all just laughing.
Folk, in New York, one day folk gonna learn about climbing in these cages with animals at the zoo. People ain't learned their lesson about climbing. Y'all see them all the time. It's always some dude that climb over the fence and get in at the zoo and go in there with the doggone silverback, and that silverback snatch your whole life away from you, all because you post a picture. And when he wake up, it's on.
If he'd have woke up right then, it ain't never been on.
It's on.
I'm done. I can't play no more. Look. I would have helped him out. Say, hey, man, wake up, man. Yeah, he needs his machine. I'll be like, wake up, man. You need your machine.
CPAP.
Will you CPAP? They got the ones that are portable now, man. Put it on quick.
Facts.
Quick.
Yeah, you ain't even got to hook the joint up no more. Yeah, wireless joint.
Wireless. Hook it up to your side and put it on. Yes, my dad had to wear one of those for years, and I'm like, man, look.
That's crazy. I ain't never seen that before.
Nah, man, it's crazy. I ain't either. Let me go. Let me keep going. He's sleeping great. Leave him alone. Just wake him up. Tell him to go back to sleep. Now wake up. Go back to sleep. That's all you can tell him in that moment. Because man, he said, bruh, man, grind. He'll be all right. Next slide, please.
This paint job gonna be wet when I get through. Now what kid put a nutty buddy right here? Look at Demetrius over there, nose. What up, Demetrius?
Now, shout out to Kerwin because he made fun of this guy too, man. God, man. Woo! Rule number 1, you washing a truck with a bed on the back, don't get in the back of it. Because your ass gonna fall getting off of it. You're gonna fall.
In the back of the bed of the truck. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's just it.
These folk, they breaking all the rules in New York, man.
Man, they're breaking them all. I'm gonna just keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, this my dog, Uncle Earl. He started his own business.
Okay.
Look at it. Own detail business.
Okay. Oh no. Oh.
Damn. Uncle Earl went up everybody now. Uncle Earl, it's a wrap. You been Uncle Earl.
I blame the owner of the car for trying to save $10 and have my man do it for $2. Go to the real car wash, sir. Stop taking advantage of the community, sir. It is your fault. And the person recording is your fault as well.
Man, yeah, you know what?
He couldn't handle the pressure, man. They know that man couldn't handle the pressure. We handle the pressure with one hand. When that pressure, you barely can handle it with one hand.
Oh boy, you know what? And I also have an honorable mention to go with that. Hold up, here you go.
Oh no, I don't even want to see this.
I got mom on the back. Look. Mom on the back to hold the mattress down. One false tall, one false turn, making one turn too big or too quick. Mama and the mattress going flying.
I hope they're happy. Save $30 instead of going to U-Haul.
Yeah, man. Look, I can do this all day, but we ain't got that kind of time to be doing all those. Somebody said, "Yo, you got another one?" No, you have to wait till tomorrow. I'll bring another one tomorrow. I do this help me segment every day, and the help me shirts are coming out too. They're coming out too. Just be aware, be soon. Where do you get these videos from? Shaking my head, man. Robel, look. Some of them I have a whole lot of them. Some of them people sent me. Shout out to Whit. He sent me stuff. Jeep Girl Unlimited sent me stuff, man. There's so many people on here that send me so much stuff. I'm like, man, I can't make this up. This is crazy. What up, Robert? I see you in the bill. I know you're coming in late because I know you're working and whatnot, but man, appreciate you rolling through.
I seen where were you Uzumaki in here?
Yeah. He's in here. He's in there. I put it up real quick. I see him up in there. What up, dude? What up? Appreciate you rolling through. Evapors, definitely want to thank you for coming through, bro. We definitely want to do a part 2 because I know we couldn't get it all in. So y'all stay tuned. I will get with him to schedule a part 2 of this. And man, we're gonna get into talking about it because he got a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of stuff that I relate to, a lot of motivation, inspiration, and people need to really hear it out here.
For sure, man. It's tough out here, man, but there's always tomorrow, man. You wake up, you got another chance to do it right, to do it better, to make yourself proud. I ain't got nobody. You don't need nobody. Make yourself proud and find happiness within yourself and not through other people, man. And you'll be all right, man. Keep pushing.
Exactly. And also want to thank everybody that's been tuned in. Thank everybody that's watching the replay. And also, y'all know how I close out the show. Reach out to people you reached out to for a while because, man, mental health is a crazy thing out here. People are not really talking about a whole lot, but there's some people that were basically in good health that are going insane right now because of what's going on, not being able to do what they need to do, lost a job, can't pay this bill, can't do this, can't do that. Or the new one right now that's going on that I'm starting to see, kids going back to school instead of being able to go to school, they're doing virtual learning like here and a few other places do virtual learning. And these parents having to sit with them and like, oh my God, they're really like, I saw the video somebody sent me, shout out to you know who you are. I ain't gonna name you. I forgot. I wasn't gonna name, but shout out to you. He sent me a video with his dad and his mom pulling their hair out because they couldn't answer the simple math problems. I was like, wow. I said, that is simple. Simple little math. It's some math fractions. And the son said, I need help with this. And they sitting up there and they could not get it. They were trying to Google it. They were trying to do this. I was like, wow, just whoo. And for those that just fresh out of school, you know what I'm talking about. They were doing some cosine and tangent and all that. And they were just looking like the meme. Like we can't help you. And the kid was like, I need help. They was like, oh, please let us go. We go back to school. Yeah, Silverback, you're right. Parents are super stressed right now. Yeah, and that's another thing. Next you're gonna be hearing about something crazy. So that's why I said check on people, man. Because I know I got kids. Kids will drive you insane sometime, and you need that break to go woosah. So I will say this: check on some people, man, especially with these kids, because right now they're struggling with the school stuff. And also, man, life too short. Squash beef. I say this every day. Life way too short. Be sitting here beefing over anything, and stop. You keep that in your mind, and all I gotta say is, beef. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it out here. We're losing some people out here because of it. Even with this epidemic going on, you would think that's enough for losing people, but I'm seeing it every day. Somebody else got shot somewhere because of a beef with somebody, and I'm just like, oh my God, man, this is just crazy. This got to stop. This really got to stop. It does. But Evapors, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I want to add, man, I'm a big time mental health advocate, man. Being in the military, man, suffering from PTSD now. And, I've been and still deal with, depression, anxiety and all of that, man. So you got to have a thing that you do to keep you busy. You got to have a place where it's your back porch. For me, mine is my back porch. I go sit on my back porch and watch the sunset, watch the sunrise with a cup of coffee. So you got to have a place of escape where you can get away from those things and just know that tomorrow is a better day. Don't mean that you're going to erase those mental health issues. It just means you got a place of escape, man. So I'm encouraging you to keep finding that place. And as far as beef, man, I'm just going to speak to the men. Don't worry about what no other man is doing. Don't worry about what no other man is doing. If somebody supposedly don't like you, man, embrace that, man, and just handle it with love. All your responses should be loving and not incendiary. If your response is incendiary, don't say it. Don't do it. Is it worth it? No. I want to live tomorrow for my 2 daughters. So I don't dislike anybody. It's not worth it. And ladies too, life is too short. Yeah. It's not worth it. Those fights that everybody want to record, it's not worth it, man. Car clubs that don't like each other, ridiculous. It's not worth it. Let's operate and walk in love. Get your money, get your family. And if everybody does that, sweep around your own front door. Love everybody. Be kind to everybody. World to be a better place, man. And I love how you end your show, New York, man. That's important, man. Mental health and just those simple things like the word beef, man. I don't have beef with nobody, bro.
Nobody. And you know what? I try not to have beef with anybody, period. Yeah. I know there's a few people in here that saw me jumping somebody's live to squash something because they had a problem with somebody that I know. And I was letting him know, I said, look, me and you don't have a problem, but we had an issue that I basically just walked away from. He didn't even know the issue. We talked about it right there on live. I showed people how to handle it. Like, look, this is how you handle it. And shout out Silverback, because he was in Silverback was like, yo, you handled that well. I'm like, I'm proud of you, bro. You handled that well. I was like, yeah, I had an issue with this person. And I was like, look, this was the issue. I said, I let it go, but I'm letting you know what it was. You already forgiven, but this was the issue. I let him know what the issue was, and he was like, oh, man, I didn't even know that was the issue. I didn't know we had a problem. I said, well, you did this and did that, and I'm trying to help you. And I said, okay, let me step away for a minute, and I'll leave you alone. I said, that was a year ago around this time. That's why you ain't seen me around and anything. But now that we talking, you talking about it, look, let me help you out. And once I told him that, it was like, okay, yeah. So this man is so positive. Yeah, so back he is, and that's why I've been wanting to get him on here for so long. And also, man, almost forgot. Shout out to Car Talk TV, the thing that y'all got going on the weekend. Oh my God, I almost forgot about that. Yo, appreciate it, Melvin. My boy Melvin said, you forgot to talk about Car TV, Talk TV. Yes.
That's on me. I should have brought that up 30 minutes ago, man. But Car Talk TV on IG, and we're now loading the videos on YouTube. But Car Talk TV, man, it's a place where we do interviews with car enthusiasts. I don't care if it's a big car YouTuber or a big car enthusiast or quote unquote small. We do the interview on IG Live on Car Talk TV, Sundays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. We interviewed Will Motivation. Some of y'all might know Will Motivation.
Shout out to Will, because Will has motivated me in so many ways with so many things. When people ask, matter of fact, I need to reach back out to him again. I talked to him, and I talked about coming on the show. Shout out to Catfish that set that up. And this was right when everything was hidden. So he was like, look, I got this and this going on. Will Motivation, I need to hit you back up so we can schedule up something, bro.
Yeah, and we had Demonology on the show. Everybody know who Demonology is.
My dog Demonology. That was actually my first car guest on this show.
Wow.
When I first started.
We following in some great footsteps, man. And we had this guy named T Mark. He's the host of the Netflix show.
The Netflix show. I was right there watching it. I was like, yo.
It's been a blessing to be able to have these great people, man, come on our show and to be a part of what we're doing. And doing that I8 Pat on Pat's Garage Online. He's the number one I8 guy. He's the only guy on YouTube that's working on I8s. Nobody else on YouTube is working on I8s, and he came on the show, and we had we had a Tesla Model 3 owner for our first guest, man, and he's also an artist too. So we look forward to having some more car enthusiasts on there, man. But it's a place where we want to just bring the car community together and share cars and share the story. And that's really the only purpose of Car Talk TV, man, to bring the car community together, man, because it's so separate. I've learned this as I've been going to car shows and stuff. Everybody's so separate, man. I want to bring everybody together, man. I don't have no beef with nobody. I'm a Chevy guy. I'm a Mopar guy. I'm a freaking BMW guy, man. I'm a loving guy. I'm all of that, man. So it ain't, I don't dislike the Mopars. I don't dislike the Chevy. You can't park here. I ain't with none of that, baby. Let's all come together and raise money at these car meets, and let's have that place right here. Your show is a place that's cool. It's fun. It brings people together, man. You're telling people's story, man. So yeah, Car Talk TV, man. We love New York in the city, man. You laid the groundwork for what we're doing.
My man, appreciate it. Salute. And also for the person that sent me that message on IG earlier today, no, they're not copying after me. I know you're trying to look up, they're not copying after me. This is a big avenue where they're doing their own thing. When I saw what they were doing, just like I saw what KP was doing, when shout out to Murph the Legend, when I had him on the show, so KP's doing this, doing that. I support a lot of people doing a lot of things, and no, nobody's copying off of me. We're all doing our own things, but we're doing something for the culture. When I say for the culture, for the car community culture, we're all doing something for it and bringing positive energy out for it. And I salute you, because I watch it. I watch it. I was like, oh, I was so mad this Sunday. I only caught that little piece, but I had to go back and watch it because I'm so glad you posted it back. I said, okay, I can watch what I missed. But I was in the middle of doing a bunch of things on Sunday, and I was like, oh, I'm glad I'm able to catch it. For those that don't know, I was in the garage working, so I had it playing. I could hear it, but I wasn't so focused on because I was doing so many other things. But I was able to catch it. So y'all definitely go catch that. It's on his IG. Go to Car Talk on IG. Matter of fact, if it's not in the description, I will make sure I put it in there for everybody to go check it out. Man, it's a great show. I love watching it. And I didn't know if y'all was gonna keep the Sunday dates, so I didn't say any dates. I just told everybody just go check it out.
Yeah, it's on Sundays, man. And again, you know, like you mentioned about people saying, I never heard anything about any copy, man. Because remember I dropped earlier, man. I was doing YouTube interviews back in 2011, you know, and you we're at the infancy of YouTube, period. So if we want to break it down, everybody is following what you're doing already from 2006.
Yeah, and I'm not the first one to come out with it, but people say that, so I want to make sure I correct that. And no, there's no animosity, no beef here. We all doing something for the culture,
for the
car community culture. We all doing it for. We all love cars. We love this, and we doing something to bring awareness and to bring people on. Because I've had people hit me up, yo, I didn't even know who that person was. You brought them on. Oh my God, man, dang! I get a chance to watch this and this. Yo, what up, Fast Got on TV? What's happening? He said, just got off. What's good, Evapors? Man, Fast Got on TV. I know we about to end, but you never catch the whole replay. And that's what it's about. It's about bringing awareness, about bringing everything to it, and we all doing our own thing, adding to it. And I love what y'all doing, because when you got Netflix guy, I was like, yeah, I watch him. I watch him on Netflix. Yo, let me go. Let me tune in. I was tuned in the audience, just like everybody tuning in the audience here, because I support so many people.
Yeah, man, and we love what you're doing, man. You bring a lot of value, man. And people, me and you, we've talked on the phone for over an hour.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of your story, man. Like you're legendary. I know you ain't gonna pump yourself up and talk about yourself like that. But if you're legendary, you're legendary. If you've been there, if you've been around Hollywood, if you've been around the music industry, if you've been around celebrities, and you know how to operate around these type of venues, that's people can't understand it unless they've been in it. I haven't been in it like you've been in it, man. So for me to talk to you on that level, you're a legend. Every legend is,
and that's how that's what actually started the whole legend thing. Because
but you are, I'm gonna say it for you. You are what you are. Every legend is not publicly known. Everybody knows Jamie Foxx. Yeah. Well, who is New York in your city? Just because you don't hear it in every household don't mean his life is not legendary, and he can show many people how to move and operate, man. Just when I was on the phone with you, I learned a whole lot of stuff when I was on the phone with you, bro. I'm 47 years old. I learned stuff on the phone with you that I'm going to implement in my life and in my business structure. And I'm going to the next level. And when I go, like they say, when the ocean rise, we all rise together.
Exactly.
All boats rise at the same time, baby. So your boat gonna rise when I rise. Ain't nobody getting left behind, man. We gonna win together, brother.
Exactly, and salute for that. And that's what I've been telling people from the beginning, and that's why I do the shout outs I do for everybody on here. That's why I do the announcements with everybody's business stuff up there. And I'm telling you, I'm not getting paid for that, and I ain't trying to get paid for that. I put that up there so people can know, look, this is what they're doing, and these people that you see on here that's been on the show, that are regulars on the show, that are in here, hey, hit them up for these kind of services, because I hit them up all the time. Matter of fact, the guy that started making my mask. Shout out to them. Shout out to 901 Trey that hooked that up with his cousin. It was like, yo, we got this, and my cousin's doing this and doing that. And I was like, word? They gave me the card. I put it up there. It's up there in the description, and it's coming to the merch site. Well, excuse me, the merch app. I'm coming out with an app, and you be able to go in and get all what you want, and it's going to be reasonable in prices. I don't believe in anything being high. If I don't want to pay that much for it, I don't believe everybody else needs to pay that much for it, because I ain't trying to break the bank.
For sure, man. Hey, legendary, baby. I don't care. You can be humble if you want to. You got to be unhumble for about 2 minutes. Legendary.
I'll be unhumble for 2 minutes. Yeah, I am legendary. I've been around the industry. For those that don't know, for those watching replay, I've been around, done security for a lot of famous people. Shout out to Jay Prince. I did stuff for him every time he had something in Houston. He was hiring the company I was working for. I did stuff in Hollywood. I know I'm not going to name the company I work for, because I don't want all that out there. But I've done a lot of stuff and had a track record to prove it. And not even that, grew up around a lot of legendary people, period, that I can just name. I'm from Queens. I grew up right there. I was at the barbershop at a young age, around DMC, and all of these coming to the barbershop. Russ Simmons was coming in, passing out his flyers for parties. I've talked about it on this show so much. I've seen all these people. I've seen 50 Cent growing up. I've seen Mr. Cheeks from Lost Boys. I was actually there for the video shoot for Lex Jeep, the Beamers, and the Benz. I was there. It was at the park right about Rochdale. I was in the music video for Lounge with LL. They was doing the block party. I've been around all the stuff even before then that just basically helped me during that time when I did security. I only been starstruck one time. I talk about it all the time. That's when I met Michael Jackson. He shook my hand. I was like, but I was starstruck for like 5 seconds. Everybody's like, yo, Neil, we ain't never seen you start. Yo, King of Pop, man.
Come on.
And he hopped out the vehicle to come to Akon's event. He said, yeah, hey, that's how you doing, Mr. Jackson? No, don't call me. Just call me Michael. I said, okay. And he said, what is your name? Neil. They call your mama call you Neil? No, but I'm not. But for you, I'm gonna give you my real name. And I gave him my government name. He was like, oh, cool. You're Michael too. Yeah. It's okay, let's go. Walked in and you see him do what he did, and to see Chris Tucker come in with him and Usher and everybody else, and it was like, wow, I got to see this right here, and they 5-6 feet away from me, and I'm making sure nobody bothered him. But everybody was so shocked, nobody stood up and bothered him. They just all sat there and was like, other famous people, rappers that I can name, was sitting there like this.
King of Pop.
T-Pain was standing next to me like this. Michael Jackson right there. Michael Jackson. I said, yeah, Michael Jackson right there. Yeah.
Bro.
So
that's why you who you are, bro. That's just a tip of the iceberg of stories, man. We know it's deeper than that, bro. I love it, man. Big legendary. So I got to give you your flowers. You alive, you here. We got to give you your flowers, man. And just like my people call me to go while I'm still here, they telling me these great things about me. I'm like, hey, man, I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna keep being great for you. Those of you that consider me to go, I'm gonna be great for you, man. I'm gonna keep winning for you. What I'm doing is for you, and everything you've done, you doing so many things for other people, man. So keep winning, bro. I'm with you. I'm a supporter, man. I'm a big fan.
No, salute. But definitely. Well, y'all, this is the end of the show. Well, definitely thank y'all for coming in and watching everything. Evapors. He's coming back for part 2. He's coming back because there was more stuff we didn't even talk about. We didn't even get into all the way to the car talk stuff. It's a lot that he's doing that I can't even sum up in 1 hour. And I know we went over almost at 2 hours, but it's fine. Everybody still rock with me. Shout out to everybody that's in it. Shout out to everybody watching the replay. And like I said, I already talked my piece for the end of the show. So then y'all be safe out there. Yes, tomorrow's Ladies Night. Be here. Same time, same place, 7:00 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time for those out in the West Coast, and so on and so forth for everybody that's in different time zones. Just hit the notification bell. You won't miss it.
Fact.
You definitely will not miss it. He said we all big fans, man. I definitely appreciate that. And thank you in advance. Evapors, yes. Shout out to Robel for saying that, man. Definitely thank you. Definitely appreciate you. Y'all be safe out there. And till then, salute.
New York in your city. New York in your city. New York in your city.
Salute, y'all. I'll catch everybody later. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.